welcome back to my channel. I miss you guys. How are you guys? We're gonna do a beautiful soft makeup today, and we have some unboxings, so we're gonna do unboxings. And this last couple of weeks it was insanely busy for me because I was getting the kids ready for school, and then it was my little one's birthday last week, so my little one turned 5. I can't even believe it. Time flies, honestly. So we are gonna do some makeup and get ready and do some unboxing. All right, so since I don't have dark enough shade, so I am going to use my sample from HD Skin from MakeupForever. So I think this will be dark enough for me. So we're going to try that and see how it looks. And then if not, I can also mix it with Charlotte Tilbury. This is natural number 6. So we'll see how it's going to be. But I'm going to pick up some and back of my hand, maybe some more. Back of my hand. I think, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Let's get some. And then this is a MakeupForever brush. Not bad. Not bad. I can, honestly, I feel like it actually blends very well. I'm just gonna just like blend this because my neck is always couple shade lighter than my chest and my face. So that's what we're gonna do. But so far so good. And then we can just like brighten the center of the face with a concealer, but I can't go too bright of a. You guys, I'm super excited that I'm doing a makeup, but I'm also excited because this boxes has been sitting in my closet for literally last 3 weeks or maybe a month since NatashaDenona released the last palette last month. So this has been sitting there. I didn't get a chance to record. So I'm excited that we're going to do an unboxing. Very excited. All right. So foundation is done. Now we're going to use a concealer here. I don't want to use even though this is still bright, but the other ones that I honestly have are extremely like light for especially this type of like a tan face. Okay, you guys, anytime you use concealer, the places that are dark, anytime you conceal, okay, just look at your face, because you cannot just like copy whatever video you're watching. You have to like learn your shape, that where you need to conceal. So I always get like a dark shadow right here around my mouth, and then around my nose I get that. And I do this on my forehead because if you look at my face, you will realize that my chin is a little bit more forward. So I'm giving it that brightness to balance that out, okay? So when you look in a mirror and you want to learn where to conceal or contour, you have to look at that. So anywhere you got that dark shadows that it shouldn't be there and it makes you look kind of like tired, then you conceal. All right, so let's start blending since this brush is from MakeupForever. This is your eyeshadow brush, actually, 244, but it's big enough that I honestly like to use it for a concealer to just like blend out the concealer. So since I am tan, I think we can just use this as I'm so excited. I absolutely love this product. Love it. I swear, just get this product. You're going to be amazed how beautiful it is. Oh yes, I was worried if it's not going to be dark enough, but it is. I always contour this part. Like it blends with no effort, like seriously, 0 effort, and it blends. So gorgeous. Honestly, it's very beautiful. It's such a beautiful product. Because I do have a smaller forehead, I don't want to contour much, but I have to contour my jawline. All right, let's contour my nose. This is the same brush that I used for concealing. Yeah. I'm so glad this shade is dark enough for me. And I'm so glad while I ordered the one that it was kind of like lighter. I think this is shade 1. And the other one that I have is 0.5. All right, so foundation, concealer, and contouring is all done. So now we're gonna powder. And let me see where I put my, okay. We are gonna use our Hourglass powder. And then let me get, I am gonna use the LC brush since I cannot find, I don't think they have this in their website, but they have such a cool brushes now that I'm just kind of thinking to purchase because they look so amazing. It's all black, oof, so sharp. So, but I love this. I've been using it for, honestly, I'm amazed with the quality of their product. LC, your brushes were the best. These are the first set of brushes that you guys, I need to talk about this concealer. The cool part of this concealer is it doesn't crease. For some reason, like, I didn't even blend, but it doesn't crease. Like, doesn't crease. And I like that because now I'm getting fine lines and I don't want to talk about that. Not ready for that yet. So let's use the Hourglass setting powder. Like, seriously, like, obsessed with this. Like, as I love it so much that I can try this. You will love it. Just try it. Trust me. Trust me. I went through products and products for the last 25 years, I would say, to be in the beauty industry. And this is something else. Okay. Cool, cool. So, that's done. Let me do bronze. Let me do blush. Then we can just start with the eye. So I'm going to use the Hourglass bronzing powder. I link everything. All right, let's use an Hourglass blush. These brushes are from Refer. All right, so I've been thinking for the last 5 minutes what palette I'm going to use. And I think for my look that after recording, I'm going to go pick up my kids from school. So I don't know if this might be a bit dark for the daytime look, but we are going to use the warm palette. Okay, let's begin. So I am going to start with a mellow and I will work that into the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to do one eye, okay? So you guys don't have to. And just like blend that into my eyelid. And then I am thinking about using the shade right here. But I am going to switch brush. This is Refer 01. I am still using that caramel shade. I am trying to just like work this into my crease and blend it and make it very soft and like seamless. And then after that, okay, so I am going to get my big brush now and then blend the edges. Perfect. I'm getting the MakeupForever brush. This is the dual-ended 2 for 8. All right, I am going to get this part of the brush, that's this side, and then I will use this dark shade just a tad bit, okay? Not much, because I want to, the darker shade, just a tad bit, and then just gonna work it out of the corner of the eye. And then, so I'm trying to make like my eyes kind of like a rounder shape. And then you just like blend that in. Like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the bigger brush and just kind of like go to this color, okay, the lighter shade of this tree, and then just tap it and then slightly go over the edges to just like seamlessly blend everything together. Look, like that makes a huge difference when it comes to makeup. So the lighter shade, that's the shade that I use, okay? So I worked with this 3 shade and the mellow. They just like, okay, so I like to use some sparkle, of course. You guys know me already. I love the sparkle. Okay, so I am going to use this light shade Fancy for my inner corner. And then, gorgeous. Fancy for the inner corner. Okay. And then, oh, so pretty. I'm going to use, so I'm going to use a bit more of the Home. This is such a beautiful, soft palette. Like how gorgeous that is for daytime, like makeup. So beautiful. The sparkles are so subtle and so nice. Looks so classy. Okay, so picking up the caramel shade and for the lower lash. Now, I am going to use my Makeup Forever brush, and then, what is it, 274, and I will kind of like tight line with the darker brown shade and give myself a small wing. Like, you know what, I want to use this color because it's kind of like a topper, and I feel like it's gonna look nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's actually so cute. Oh, that looks so nice. It's kind of like more of a warmer shade. All right, you guys, let's do the lash. Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, of course. And this is the waterproof one. And I love it because I can just swim, do whatever. Doesn't move, girl. Doesn't move. I'm going to do one eye on the camera so you guys see how gorgeous. Just look at these lashes. New mascara, mascara. No mascara, mascara. L'Oreal, I love your product so much. I mean, like, how does L'Oreal make mascaras like this? I'm amazed. Look at these lashes. I'm gonna finish this eye and I'll be back. All right, so for the lip, I was thinking I'm gonna use this 2 MAC 1, 2. Since I'm very tan, I can mix both. And we're gonna try and see. I'm gonna link them down below for you guys. No worries. Unreal. This is taking me like back in the days. You guys, what year it was? JLo's music video with this lip color. This is kind of like looking more cool tone on my skin right now. I'm thinking about using some lip liner. and then contour. What do you guys think now with the lip liner? This is Urban Decay 24/7. This is the Naked 2 color. How do you guys like it with the lip liner? So now I am going to add this color on top. Trust me, it's going to look so nice. How do you guys like it?